The interesting thing about evolutionary psychology and cultural and behavioral science is that researchers from both frequently find themselves at war with each other. And when you look at it properly, it makes a lot of sense. Why? You see, evolutionary psychology tries to explain all our behaviors based on evolution. For example, evolutionary psychologists may argue that men have evolved to favor women with hourglass figures for fertility reasons. However, cultural scientists tend to look at things from the opposite perspective. Those who research into it tend to try to explain all our behaviors based on our cultural roots. So, a cultural scientist may argue that men favor hourglass figures in women because of cultural education. The problem is, neither can ever agree who is right, and I always think this is for a good reason. And this is because that, in my view, it is always the case that they are nearly always both right and both wrong, both at the same time. I'll explain what I mean by that. It's my opinion that our instincts are our roots, and our cultural teachings are the trees that grow out of those roots. So our behaviors are always the result of our instincts interacting with our cultural teachings. Think of it like this: you instinctually want to find the best partner. Considering this, let's say that your instincts tell you that a slim woman is the most attractive, but at the same time, let's say that your cultural teaching teaches you that an hourglass figure is the most attractive. It's my view that the person you will most likely be most attracted to, and again, this is just in my view, will most likely be the person that fits the middle ground between your instinctual leanings and your cultural teachings. In this case, it would probably be a slim woman with an hourglass figure. So it's the interaction between our instincts and our cultural teachings that define what we find most attractive and what we define as smart behavior in general. The most interesting thing is, it's likely that our cultural teachings are born from the desire to find the best practices. So again, they are rooted in instincts. What I mean by that is, imagine that you prove yourself the best at surviving and have a great partner. Culture may look at the things you did to survive and the partner you have selected, and then set the best cultural survival practices and traits for a partner based on you and your choices. What I'm saying is, you simply cannot consider evolutionary psychology without also considering cultural and behavioral sciences, and vice versa, because both are defined by each other. It's literally instinct versus intellect. Our instincts say this is best, our intellect tries to decide if our instinct is right, and culture is the result. As such, if you want to understand human behavior, you need to study both evolutionary psychology and cultural and behavioral science. And always remember that whereas evolutionary psychology may be the root, cultural teachings are the branches, and only when you look at both can you find the true reasons for human behavior.